It's Danielle, and welcome back to Rosetta Vera. I was thinking of the best way to do a video on these, and because I'm not expecting much variation between the two packs, before I even go into, let me tell you what this is. So these are gel pens from Five Below. I paid $5 each for these gel pen sets. I don't know if there's any difference between them beyond just their barrels, because these have clear barrels and these don't. But I picked up both sets. As I said at the beginning of the video, I was trying to think of the best way to swatch these because there are a lot of them. And then because I think there are probably going to be some similarities between the pens, I said, did it make sense to do two separate videos, especially because there's nothing different on these packages beyond their tracking numbers here. Other than that, they both have 15 classic, 15 pastel, 15 metallic, and 15 glitters. So I think the way I'm going to attack this is I'm going to swatch them, just put a little bit of music behind them, not really going to give any thoughts while I'm swatching them. And then as I finish the pack, give like a general overview. And I think I'll do that for both packs and then come back at the end and just give you an overview of them in total. I guess that's what I want to say. In summation, something like that. So I think that's the best way to handle it. So I'm going to get my notebook out. We're going to take these out the package. We're not going to do them all together because that's 120 pens and I don't want to mix them up. So we're going to take out, I keep looking at this one, so I think I'm going to swatch this one first. So we're going to take out the pens. We're going to swatch them. Like I said, throw some music behind them, probably fast forward it a little bit so that we're not wasting your time. And then I'll give you some first thoughts about these. So I guess let's get to it. That's all the pens in the first set of gel pens. So if I'm looking at this correctly, this column is the not classics. These are the pastels. These pastels. You know what I mean. So these are the pastels. These are the classics. These are the metallic. And I believe these are supposed to be the glitter. Now, they're $5. So they perform better than I thought they would perform. There was a little bit of skipping, like as they had to warm up. But other than that, I would say that they perform decently. Where I would take points off here is I'm not really seeing glitter here. I mean, it's there. It's not knocking you in the face. So, maybe they would play better on black paper. You would see that glitter a little stronger, but on white paper, you're not really seeing that glitter. The metallic is there. I do see the metallic on the white paper. And as far as color variations, I don't see a lot of red. This to me is more orange than red. There's definitely quite a few types of green here. Definitely a few shades of orange. Not a lot of yellow, but there are a couple of different, like this is sunny yellow. Then you have something that leans more into green. Let's see. There's a bunch of blues here, bunch of purples. So, I mean, there's some variety here. So I think, like I said, for $5, I'm not going to complain too much. I think they actually performed better than I expected. Considering, you know, I also tried their Colors of the World crowns and they weren't too bad. I guess I'm gonna give them, you know, a little bit past that. Maybe their art supplies are better than I thought they would be. I think the only pen I had that gave me some grief was this one here, this metallic here. I don't know if it was a little dried out or that's what the color is supposed to look like. So just some quick things about the actual pen itself. There are no names on these pens. There's not even an indicator which ones are metallic or pastel. I just kind of took a guess because they were in the box in different rows, and then as I was swatching them, I was like, okay, I think this is the metallic row, this is the glitter row, this is the pastel row. So I think you have to think about that if you're going to keep them in the box organized that way. If you're going to pull them out and put them in a case, you might just want to remember to keep them organized. You can't really even go by the barrels so much with, like, I know these were the glitter ones because I just used them. What are these? The classics are a little bit different. Just by the caps on the end. So these are solid and these aren't. So that would be the difference. And same with the metallics and the pastels. You know, there's a color difference and these have more of a sheen to them. But that is the first set. Let me clean up here and then we'll swatch the second set. glad I did swatch the second set because there are some differences. And also, you may have seen in the swatching that this pen popped out, and I'm glad you guys saw that, so because that speaks to some of the quality of these pens. So let me, I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna do it here. So I'm pulling a sheet out so we can compare the colors in the set. So again, the first column is pastels, the second column is classics, the third column is metallics, and the fourth column is glitter. So the colors are the same colors. Now that I'm seeing them next to each other, they are the same colors. I mean, they're in different order in both sets of my swatches, but they are the same colors. I'll say that the first set swatched smoother than the second set. That doesn't necessarily mean that the tracking, like the tracking codes, it makes a difference, like one set is better than the other. I mean, it was just a little bit smoother, and that could just be, as you saw, I was getting tired after a while of swatching, so it could have speak to that too. So if you bought either set, you're going to get the same colors. There's not really any color variation. It's funny, when I swatched this set, I noticed the reds quicker than I did in this set, but they are the same colors. So there's no difference in colors. Again, you can see the metallic shift. You can't really see the glitter in these pens. So the reason why I said I was glad I swatched them both, partly so that you can see that it doesn't matter which set you get, they're the same colors, but also one of the things about the quality of the pens, you saw it in the video when I was swatching, is that when I open this pen, the ink is actually coming out. And what that is the barrels and casing on these pens are very cheap. So one thing I was noticing as I was opening the pens, some of them were loose. So like it's really easy to unscrew these. Some of them were loose. So I was trying to tighten them as I went along. And because the caps are also they're on there, it's very easy to knock them loose. So you have to kind of be aware before you cap them that they're screwed on tight. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a situation like this where I can't swatch this one because that top is stuck in the top of the cap, and I can't even, oh, there it goes. It wasn't letting me out. So yeah, I was talking about it and now it comes out. Or you're gonna have that problem where they get stuck in there. That time it came out, but that can happen where your ink comes out. And that's just because these are really, really cheap. Other than that, I mean, like I said, I spent $10 for 120 gel pens. I don't think that's anything to sneeze at. Yes, they are basically the same pens. They just different casings. And the difference between the casings is like, it's just different tops. In all honesty, that is really only the difference, is that the other set has white tops on their pens instead of the same color tops. That's really the only difference. So it's just a matter of what your aesthetic is and what you like or what you find in your store. But there's really not much of a difference in each gel pen set. You're getting the same colors. Again, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, I'm like $5 for 60 gel pens. They're probably gonna be, you know, shit, but they weren't. So I'll definitely find a use for them. I'm probably going to give my daughter one of the sets since they are the same colors. she can definitely use them. If she doesn't want them, they'll go next door with the kids. I just dropped off some coloring books over there, so they'll definitely find a home. But I think that's all for these Five Below gel pen sets. I mean, if you're going Five Below and you see them, they're not a bad thing to pick up. Like I said, I don't have a lot of complaints about them. I mean, I think just be aware that they are, you know, the barrels are cheap, you know, the colors, they're not going to be high quality gel pens. These are not your Sakura gel pens. These are, you know, Five Below gel pens. I think as long as you realize that, you'll probably have a little fun with them until they run out of ink. The ink was okay. I wouldn't say they were super juicy. They were okay. So you probably have fun with these for a couple weeks before they dry up. So I think they're worth picking up. I think I'm just repeating myself at this point. So I'm gonna close out this video. As always, thank you for stopping and spending time with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.